got, one of my customers, one of my regular customers, she playing games with me. She does it. She's just that type of person. Good customer and everything. And I flat out told her, I said, look, you can't let all them leaves and stuff build up and expect me to come and cut the yard for $60 that I usually charge. I'm going to be at 80 or 150, whatever, And she didn't like that. And I told her, I just flat out told her, I said, look, during the summertime, she said, well, I didn't need it. I'm like, I go through this with her every year, don't matter. I didn't watch my Dish Network last night, but I still got to pay for it. I mean, I do. So, I didn't use my insurance on my truck yesterday, but I still got to pay for it. All right, y'all. All right. So it is Tuesday morning. Let me get everything ready. You gotta be ready and trained to go. I said trained to go, y'all. And that's what we are. We train to go every day, man. 7 days a week if necessary. Of course, it ain't been necessary here lately. What we got, man? So today's Tuesday. It's 8:15 and I'm pulling out. Zach got here at 8. Zach's been on time, man, on the reg, man. I mean, he ain't, out of the last 30 days, he might have been a few minutes late once or twice. So that's pretty good, man. And it ain't been crazy late or nothing. And he showed up every single day, hell, for the last 90 days, so at least, maybe even longer than that. We're not going to be doing them today. I got Zach going to one property in front of the pond bank clearing, and this pond bank clearing is going, I think, and I don't know, I think it's going to be pretty easy, and it's $600 and we don't have to haul it off. But I'm telling y'all, after talking to the customer, and it goes back to what I talk about all the time, not really knowing everything, that I really, you can really hurt your bottom line by not knowing stuff. I mean, not hurt your bottom line, but you can, but you cannot make as much money. Like, for instance, see, my bottom line on this job today, it could have been better. So this homeowner, it's a unique situation. They're all different, so they're all unique, I guess. So this particular homeowner, he's next door to a regular customer of mine, and hopefully we can do the regular customer's yard too, and maybe even trim a couple of branches off trees over there. So we're going to be trimming branches off the pond bank, and grub, things that are growing on the pond bank. He said he's gonna have a dumpster. That's what he told me. This was 3 months ago when I looked at it the very first time in the middle of the summer. I told him I didn't have time to do it right now, but we'd do it after it got cooled off, and that's what we're doing now. So so he tell me, yeah, he knows somebody that's got a dumpster that that does dumpsters, so he'll have the dumpster come out, drop a dumpster out there. I'm like, okay. Well, long story short, come to find out, the dumpster is nothing more than a dump trailer from the way he described it to me. So, and after that job last week where I saw how much we could get on the trailer, given, we load the trailer right, and then the amount of money at the dump and the location and all, we could have actually been the dumpster if all they got is a dump trailer. I don't know. I haven't seen this dumpster. He called it a dumpster, but then the way he described it to me, it is it's a dumpster on wheels. A dump trailer is basically what it is. I don't know how big it is. I've never seen it before. I don't know. But if I had known that he was going to use a dump trailer, and I could have got more money, and me and Zach just hauled it off, because see, then I backed my dump trailer all the way up in there. See, they got to put the trailer somewhere where they can back up to it. See, I could back my dump trailer all the way parallel where we're working, where we could literally, instead of us having to drag stuff to, you know, a 80-foot distance, we might be able to drag it, you know, 25 feet. That's a big difference. And so yeah, but I probably could have got I could have got more money, whatever he's paying them to haul it off. And I know that he's going to be paying them at least $300, you know. So I could have got $300 more. We got to put it on the trailer anyway. So, and I know that based on what we got on the trailer last week from those trees, you got to remember what you do on each job so you can remember and be in your memory. I know that we could get all the debris that we're going to cut on my dump trailer, and it's only a 12-footer. So, and we could have made another $300. That's pretty significant difference in what we're making, what we're charging, and all that, because of the fact that we have to put it on the trailer anyway by hand. Now, yeah, it takes a little bit longer to put things on the trailer the way we did last week, especially if you got to drag it to the trailer. But it ain't $300 longer. And then, you know, $50 at the dump, I could have at least profited another $200. Yeah. So, since we're not going to be doing that, and that's my fault, what we're going to be doing was, I was trying to get out of hauling it away. You know, that's what I was telling him. Because that hampers us in a lot of different ways. Like if we make really good time on it, we can't go cut no grass because, well, I got a trailer load of debris that I got to take to the dump. Now I can't have no mowers. So, but today, since we're not doing the dumpster part of that job, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to do a couple yards after we get done. Zach's doing one now. So yeah, I appreciate all the comments on the little idea that I had, and that was just an idea that I had, just kind of food for thought, if you will, you know, about buying a property and then turning around and doing a little bit of upgrade to it and then selling it. And you guys are right. I talked to my real estate buddy of mine, the dude that owns the bamboo site, and he was telling me, hey man, just chill on buying anything. Don't buy nothing in the real estate game. Hey, and he knows what is going on in that arena a lot more than what I know. So I'm gonna go. I'll definitely not make a move on anything like that. Well, see, right now it was just an idea. You know, I really wouldn't do anything like that right now, no matter what. I got too many things that are costing a lot of money going on right now. The building being the number one thing, and then the potential skid steer too. So that's enough for me. And then anything that might break, because you know shit's gonna break, man, no matter what. Yeah. So if they call me for the skid steer, I'll get it. But I'm not going to be very comfortable letting coming off any more money, considering what we're earning right now. Now the building is a done deal. I've already spent the $13,000 down payment. I pulled that out of my savings account, and I didn't really talk about that yesterday in the video. I kept thinking I was gonna mention that. The building is a done deal. Ain't no backing out of that unless I'm gonna take about a $6,000 hit, and that is not happening. So the building is a done deal as long as the county approves it. Now, my thinking on the money part was, well, I would pull the money out of my savings account, and I did, the $13,000 and change, and and then I would put the money back, like always. But that ain't what happened. That ain't what happened. What the? But that was the scoop, man, yesterday. And I didn't really explain that in the video. So I had a couple comments come in and say, man, I just hold off on the building for now. There ain't no holding off on the building. That's a wrap. And the money's already spent. And I've already been approved for the $10,000 financing option. So now that the actual financing option won't take place until the building is actually up. And everything is done with the building, and then we start the payment plan, you know. But that 13 grand, you know, I had anticipated making that money, you know, back and putting it back in my savings account, you know, well, by now, you know. So, and you know, if that skid steer becomes available and I have to, you know, come off another big chunk of money, because I don't know what, you know, the T190 is worth right now. Yeah, I mean, I know what it was worth 4 months ago, but man, these things are changing crazy. Yeah, so I don't know, but I'll definitely sell the T190 if another skid steer, you know, if the Takeuchi becomes available. So, but that's it. I'm not spending no more money on nothing that don't break. Now it's got to break. Of course, you're gonna have to spend money on things that require, you know, to run. Now this job that I'm going to now, back in the day, I would have done it by myself. I mean, I just would have went over here and with the tools I got, and with 2 people, it's going to be really, really easy, I think, because, well, I'm going to put the saw blade on the Mac Daddy brush cutter, you know, the bicycle handle brush cutter, and that thing is gonna, I mean, you can get down right on you can go in the water with it if you want to, whatever, it don't matter. But I gotta pull in here and get me some ethanol free, y'all. I kick it. I cannot believe this, y'all. I gotta show y'all this, man. This just jumps out at me. I don't know, and I ain't have time to fool with them. Okay, so like I said, this is not my regular steel dealer. This is one I really don't like even going to, but it's right on the way to this job. And so I bought a gallon of bar oil, 2 files, right? $35.95. Can y'all believe that? I mean, this is, I don't even know if that's right, man. These things must be $10 a piece. Which I think this is about $13. I don't know, it doesn't break it down for you. I just went on and paid it, man. I didn't want to, you know. But that's extremely expensive to me, dude. I'm thinking, and, you know, wow, dude, that is crazy, man. Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, at the most $25 total at the most, and that would be, you know, $36. That's why I don't like that dealer, man. They charge a lot more. They must, I don't know what they charge for these files. I just got 2 files for the 201T. If I'd have known they were whatever they are, I just would have got one. I was just kind of picking up some extra stuff while I'm there, you know. Oh my God, how much is that, man? Y'all gotta admit, that's crazy, man. That and that, $36, $35.95. I don't know about that, dude. I ain't liking that shit, man. So y'all were over here back during the summer when I bid on this. So we're basically just gonna cut all this stuff all the way down through there and put it on trailer. Like everything, you can set that down for a second. You want to, Zach? Just walk for a minute. So everything, we'll start at this pine tree right here.
Okay.
All right. Now you have to cut these saplings to get down to the edge.
Yeah.
Thing about it is you don't want to cut them 2 or 3 times, not on that water edge. You want to cut them as low as you can, and we're gonna have to grab them. If we cut them up high and then cut them low, well, they're gonna fall in the water. We're not gonna be able to get them.
Right.
So check it out. So we're gonna start at that pine tree, come all the way down. All these saplings gone all the way down to where we can see the water. We're not doing nothing to this tree, okay? This pine tree's staying. All right. Huh?
I think you did get a weed eater, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a weed eater. We got weed eater, but weed eater will be the last thing that we do.
I know.
And then right here, you'll just pretty common sense. Around this thing right here, I'll probably just cut some of this with the 201T.
Okay.
But you see, when you start getting into some of these bigger trees,
Yeah.
you know,
Like the 201T.
yeah, I can just reach down. Now I'm gonna go in front of you. I'm gonna leave all the little stuff for you, so you can just reach. And you want to try to do it on the first cut. So let's walk on down. Pretty big job, really. I mean, for what? It ain't gonna be nearly the debris that we had over there, though. You think? I don't think so. All the way to this pine tree, and see all that down in there.
Yeah, all that too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're gonna trim the branches, some of these branches off the pine tree. So probably what I'll do is I'll reach up here with a pole saw and cut. You know, I'm not gonna cut the ends off, they'll fall in the water. But we'll get all this out from underneath it first.
Right.
You know, so start over there and just work this way. I'll start over here on the bigger stuff and work that way. And then we're not in each other's way.
Yeah.
And if you see things falling into the water hardcore, you got to grab them. You know, what do you think?
No problem. Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. Easy cheesy job, man. I don't know about easy. Yeah. And so they did have a dump trailer, y'all, like I was saying. Well, Ray might have slipped on that one. That's a nice trailer though. It ain't no bigger than mine, I don't think.
It's gotta be the same color.
It might be wider. Let's see. I don't know, man. It's pretty big. It might be wider.
I think it's the same.
The walls definitely are taller. Yeah, but I got 3 pieces of wood on mine instead of 2, so at the end of the day, they're the same.
Yeah.
But y'all know that we're not going to be piling this one like we did at mine. But yeah, this is a pretty good trailer. Pretty new. So we got some observations, Zach and I, on the brush cut, bicycle handle brush cutter. The freaking guard on it, man, is all in the way. I hate that. Another thing I just noticed by looking at it, Zach, is that saw blade is not as big as the other saw blades on that brush cutter. Right. See how small that blade is?
Yeah, it is small.
And all right, thank you. And we got, but that thing right there will wear you out. Sure will. And we about got this. We are 70% done. Don't you think, Zach? Huh?
I'd say about 70 to 75.
Yeah.
That's 3/4 for sure.
The hardest part is getting it to the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask that. He would know. We were going to use that, you know, our thinking was to use that brush cutter on the pond bank, but it's not the best tool for the job. Not considering we got to pick it up and with that guard on it. That guard is, I was struggling with it, dude.
Yeah, me too.
But now all we got to do is get from, and y'all see that sweet gum tree right there, and there's 3 little trashy trees in front of the pine trees right there, and then the rest of it is just grub. I mean, y'all, so I guess y'all saw me bust my butt, man. That hurt, man. That was I lost my balance on the mower, man, trying to throw that rope up in there. Yeah, taking us a little bit longer than I thought over here, but we ain't really trying to kill ourselves. It's hot too, man. It's got to be 80 degrees. So now what we're gonna do is, while Zach loads that right there up, I'm gonna get the pole saw and I'm gonna cut all that. But I know for a fact I'm gonna feel tomorrow, you know. But yeah, so I'm finna get the pole saw. I'm gonna put y'all back on time lapse and sit y'all right here on this, and I'm gonna get the pole saw and I'm gonna cut all that, and then it's just about cleaning up, getting the tools to the truck and all that. I'm gonna cut some of the ends off of these pine trees where they can see the water. See all that right there? That looks terrible. So, but I'll use the pole saw for all that. Zach's working too hard, man. I would just, I don't know, man. You don't have to work the chainsaw like that, but that's why I have to have my own saw. You got it? My back hurts, Zach. You don't have it, do you? Well, I'm dragging, y'all. You know what's wrong with me today? I ain't got no energy, man. Dragging. Big time. Just ain't got no energy. Not good. We about got it done. Couldn't have done it without the Zach attack, though. If I hadn't had Zach over here, I just would have bought the skid steer. Ain't that right, Zach?
Yeah.
I could have done it with the Bobcat.
I know you could have. Glad you didn't,
They had to pay me a little more money. But see, that one tree, that sweet gum tree, that wasn't even on the list. You gonna go and shut the doors?
Yeah, it'll definitely shut. It'll definitely shut.
All we got is about 30-foot piece right there. Okay, y'all. So we got done. It's 2 o'clock, man. We kind of slow rolled it on that job. It got real hot on us. It's 83 degrees right now. It's crazy hot out here for that kind of work, man. But it's done. They were very happy with it. We didn't make that great of money. Well, we did all right. We spent about 4 hours over there for $600. You know. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. It ain't no great money, but you know, it didn't call. I didn't have to haul nothing off or anything like that. So, yeah. But you know, I mean, I don't like working like that. I mean, it's too hot to be full. But I had to tuck and roll, y'all, tuck and roll, and that was ugly. You know. You could really hurt yourself, man. Just exhausted. I'm exhausted. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's Sammy Tuesday. See ya.